This podcast is brought to you by How to Get Away with College. Welcome to Scientifica.
Hey, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Umang Chaudhary, and today we will be talking about the Thylacoleo. Let's start with a little about what the Thylacoleo really is. The Thylacoleo is an extinct species of aggressive marsupial carnivore, and it's a distant relative of the kangaroos, koalas, and wombats. The Thylacoleo was about the size of a small lion, and therefore is often called a marsupial lion. Like most of the marsupials alive today, the Thylacoleo also lived in Australia. The Thylacoleo lived until about 30,000 years ago in the Pleistocene and went extinct as a result of climate change and the megafaunal extinction. There are some who say that there might have been some human involvement leading up to its extinction, but most studies cite climate change as the main reason. So what's so special about the Thylacoleo? At the time they were alive, they were the largest land predators in Australia. They weighed about 250 pounds on average, and they had the strongest bite of any animal compared to their size, living or extinct. It had the bite power about 70% of that of a modern African lion, but was much smaller than it. Some of its defining features included strong forelimbs, retractable cat-like claws, and semi-opposable thumbs, a feature not seen in marsupials before. They had hyper-specialized teeth which allowed them to hold their prey. Their teeth suggest that they evolved from herbivores, which can be seen by a lack of canines in their lower jaw. Their body structure suggests that they were slow to moderate runners and must have been ambush predators. This means that they hid in bushes and waited for their prey to approach them. Today's focus is on a recent study published by the Paleontological Society. The paper submitted by Borja Figueiredo discusses the predatory behavior and hunting style by looking at a particular elbow joint, in particular the anterior surface of the distal humerus. In the study, they used geometric morphometrics to determine how the Thylacoleo used its forearms. Comparison of these joints to other mammals showed that the degree of flexibility of its forearms was much closer to that of arboreal creatures, and in fact had the greatest maneuverability than any other carnivore. The results of these tests indicated that the Thylacoleo had an extreme level of forearm maneuverability. This indicated that the Thylacoleo had the ability to climb trees and that it probably used its forelimbs to hold its prey, something contrary to what is seen in its placental counterpart, the African lion, which holds its prey in its jaw. All of these cool features of the Thylacoleo have given it the title of the most specialized mammalian carnivore. And with that, we come to an end of our podcast today. Enjoy the rest of your day.
This podcast is brought to you by How to Get Away with College.